future prices out there at all?
I was like 3. No,
All right,
I
was your
wasn't
old
watching
man? Was your old man watching it? Come on, you know what I meant, or your
No, he
grandpa?
was a hired hand on a hog farm. He didn't have hog farm, not horse farm. Like, big difference
Right.
of
Big
but he's a
difference.
hired hand on a hog farm. We grew up pretty poor, in Crete, Nebraska, and, yeah, he was like, no, he didn't have any money to invest. He didn't have any money. But the guy who
Good
had the
dog.
hog farm, I'm sure he was watching it because then eventually we moved to a different town, and it was more of like a corn and beans community. And Chris Jansen and my buddy going to they're big farmers, big equipment, big silos, big blah, blah, everything. I always had the best equipment.
Mhm.
Wild guys, brothers and whatnot that he had, but they all watched it. And that's where I kind of watched the corn price. I was on the little DOS screen back in like
The green?
'94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, the same screen that from the movie Trading Places.
Yeah, exactly.
Those
Yeah.
old ATM screens.
Yep.
You know what
They
movie I
had
watched the other day?
CQG in it.
Rewatched?
What?
Margin Call.
Valentine is
Great movie.
right.
I loved that
Margin
one,
Call
Jay.
is sick. I love that.
Margin call
That's
is
so
sick.
good.
What's your best movie? Chat, start firing. What's your best trading movie? Mine is Rogue Trader. I mean, I got my
That's
start
good.
watching Trading Places. I got my start watching trading. I watched that movie at the very end. They're in the
Good.
pit, and I'm like, "Whoa, that looks cool!" And they're 80 bit on, and the whole crowd goes crazy. And then they're like, "Just wait," and then they sell into it or whatever it was. But that got me
Not
at
yet.
the very end.
Shawshank's
Very
not a
end.
trading
yet.
movie.
Brother.
Shawshank.
Come on.
No.
But really quickly, the very end, the Duke brothers fall down when they got their margin called of $300 million, and then at the very end they had to cheers in, and I always go to John, how we doing? What's the line, John? I just actually forgot.
Looking good, Billy Ray.
Looking good, Johnny Hoagland. Yeah, I go looking good, Johnny Hoagland. He's looking good,
Easily
Billy Ray.
confused. Come on.
Yeah, I go to my uncle. I go, hey, how did that? And I'm 15 in Nebraska
Yeah.
in a farming community. I go, how did those guys lose that much money? And how did those guys on the boat at the end? And they were broke. The whole rags to riches story was Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy. Now they're on a boat.
Mhm.
And he's like, well, Michael, in trading, time is irrelevant. You can make and lose as much money as possible. I was completely hooked on making as much money as possible. It's the only thing I heard. And I started looking into trading the minute after that.
Let's see. We got
That's
Boiler
what got
Room,
me.
Margin Call,
Boiler.
Wolf of Wall Street, Wall Street.
It's not a trading
Sure.
movie, but Too Big to Fail is one of my
Great.
favorite.
Too big to fail. Yep.
That was
Yeah.
absolutely
They
incredible.
make Dick Fold from Shearson look like a complete idiot after that debacle. He didn't take money from Warren Buffett,
Yeah.
Well,
He-
Steve Carell was great in that, I thought. Just some erratic guy who had his own trading group. It was like, he wanted to short everything.
He knew it.
He
knew it.
eviscerates that guy in the guy from where's that from? Deutsche Bank.
Uh-huh.
When what's his Greenspan's going to be the speaker after it, and then pretty much the world's falling apart on everybody's phone.
Liberation.
Legally Blonde. Andre, isn't that your favorite movie, Legally Blonde? This movie in general.
Legally
overall?
Blonde 2. Legally Blonde 2. Absolutely. MP looking surprisingly handsome today, says True Trade. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
Man. Throwing
You
tomatoes
didn't have
at
to put
us
that
here.
one in all caps.
Yeah. Man, oh man. Big Short. Wolf of Wall Street was pretty wild. That's not really a trading movie, but I get it.
I got my girlfriend at the time was now my wife. She's like, we went to Wolf of Wall Street. I'm like, this is the dumbest freaking movie I've ever seen. I hate this shit. Because I didn't like people taking advantage of other people that were trying to get into the market. I just we got an argument about that one too. Still buried.
So movies and tariffs. 2 causes for arguments in Patak households. I love it. It's pretty harmless. Good stuff. All right, JD, come on in here. Happy hump day, JD. Let's do some P&Ls and payouts. Take a look.
What's up, guys? Yeah, we got some nice numbers. We got some pretty decent numbers to share today. Here are your P&Ls from yesterday. Top 5 live funded P&Ls from yesterday. John R. at the top, mixing it up between the S&P, the Nasdaq, and the micro Nasdaq. Took $3,800 out of the ES, $1,275 out of the MNQ, and just over $9,000 out of the Nasdaq. Total profit $14,147 for John R. Wazarek, second day in a row on the P&L list, putting together a nice string of winners. 2-day running total for Wazarek, just over $21,000. Picked up another 8,973 yesterday, trading the MNQ and the ES. Big shout out to Wazarek. Nato Trades, trading the NQ 76.24. Pi 33.55, trading the ES, and Daniel D mixing it up between the Nasdaq and the ES. Total profit of $3,040. Honorable mention, Coach Dakota in 6th place with that nice $3,000 winning day trading the Nasdaq yesterday. Big shout out to all of these live funded traders. I think the story of the day, though, are these payout numbers. We've got some popular names on the payout list today.
We got.
Who do we got? That's the question. Right at the top, Timothy N, number 6 on the big board right now. You remember Monday, he had the $29,000 winning day. Last Thursday, he raked in $93,600 trading the Nasdaq.
How much?
$120,000 over 2 trading days, and came out yesterday and put $56,000 of those profits into
Never had $93,000 day.
Hold on real quick.
Never
Adam,
come close to that
Easy,
number.
Trey.
That's a
Never.
run.
yeah, hold on real quick.
Insane.
Had him. MP looking at the payouts he's got to pay. And you do the laughing one. That is live trader payouts.
Yeah.
That is live trader payouts. So when you can do that to other companies that don't
We
take
split those profits.
keep people at
Market
sim,
markets.
we're making money. We're making money on that. That 56 grand, we got 90% of that, or we got 10%. Yeah, it's 90.
90.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Tough deal.
We got $5,600, and that money was created in the live market. See how that relationship works. See how that's good for the industry, good for the trader, and good for us. That is a special part, and that's why you guys should challenge every prop firm to take people live. Because if they don't, that's just stupid gameplay, and they should be in Fortnite world, in the gamer world, not in live prop world.
Look at all the payouts. Oh, they even got the
Minecraft.
laughing emoji. This is what we're dealing
This is
with.
pro ball stuff here, guys. Pro ball.
Thank you, JD.
Justin
Real
right there, number 10 on the big board. Justin O, $50,000 payout. Dan T with 22,000. Ming T, number 11 on the big board. We got some traders, 3 traders in the top 11 on the big board taking payouts yesterday. Ming T, $15,000, and Sunny rounds it out with a nice $13,000 payout. Real traders taking real money out of the real live markets and putting it in their pockets.
Keep that up really quick so we're all on the same page. So TopStep Funded, which is our prop firm, TopStep Funded is our prop firm, will take 10% of those, and you get to keep 90%. So we're making money at TopStep Funded. This could be a conversation I have with you, Peter Brandt, if you're paying attention on this one. TopStep Funded is our prop firm. We make our revenues from profits, and we also that firm trades and does house accounts and things like that, and other stuff that you guys don't see. So that's where we make our money there. People are like, oh, how do they make their money? Where do they make their most money? Well, you probably make their most money in education. That's where we do. There's the most revenue is in TopStep Trader. TopStep Trader is the company that finds traders, develops traders, and creates an experiential learning platform and provides the resources and free and coaching and the all this stuff for you to hone, develop, and improve your own skill. Then when you're really good, you come on to TopStep Funded and you trade on our prop. And that prop has a different revenue stream, income stream than TopStep Funded. But when you talk about, but the whole model works together in a way that you could help develop and hone and create a farm system, a minor leagues for traders, and then also have your major league platform, which is the prop firm. Back in the day, I only had a prop firm that just had that.
30 seconds.
And I'm like, hey, people need to learn and develop and all that kind of stuff. So then you created both, and they all roll up to. That's how it works. In other companies, you can challenge them on how they do it.
Hey, we got crude oil inventories here in about 10 seconds.
Thank you, Eddie. $60.66 a barrel. Black gold.
We're looking at 945,000. Prior was 2.5 million.
They're gonna miss.
Let's
Watch
see
this
what happens
miss.
here.
What do we got here?
Rude miss.
Coming
No
in
way.
at Lower than
Close?
expected here. 515,000. They were looking at 945 coming in at 515. Gasoline coming in at negative 1.9. They were looking at negative 1.7. And distillates, they were looking at a negative 1.1, coming in at a negative 1.8. Back to you guys.
Thank you. Yep, MP 90-10 split. It was a big deal. Prop firm I was worth. We went 80-20. We threw a
I was
party
60
when we
I was
went
60
80-20.
I was 60-40, 60 my way. Rodrigo, great. I like to have this conversation with Peter. It is the modern day prop. The traditional prop was come into my office. Andre had to do it, and Jack had to do it, and I did it. Come in the office, and you're going to trade here, and you're going to do this. You're going to pay a $1,200 a month desk fee, and we're going to take it out of your profits. And if you can't profit, you're fired. And then no second chance. You know, so then we come along and we created this model in 2010 because we knew there was online trading was taking off. You know, more people were doing
I'm
it,
short with you,
and
Hogan.
you can.
Sorry.
Were you short from
flat.
who?
33, 28, 90. Gold.
33.28,
Gold.
90. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Short
I'm
GC.
flat.
So that's why it's been challenged. I just want to bringing it up because Peter's challenged it in a bit, but him and I have had a offline conversation, and he sort of understands. But this is just a different. Now, those that never take anybody live, I will argue that that's not providing anything good for that trader or the industry, and eventually it could be really bad for the firm, depending on how you manage your risk over there. So you should always be taking your best traders live. Why not? That's just the nature of a good prop firm. Eventually, you might be able to copy. If somebody says, "Why do you copy the best live one?" Well, they're trading our capital. There's already leverage in there, but also we may have an opportunity that someday you can copy trade our best live funded traders. Your choice. Your choice. Your account.
What's Peter Brand's contention with the modern day prop space? What's the
The
issue?
money at the sim funded level with the payouts there, which payouts there, guys. When you pass a trading combine, you're a research analyst for us. You are providing us your trade decisions,
All that.
and that data is extremely valuable to us because you qualified to know how to trade by passing the combine once. Shows there's some people that never pass the combine. Remember, like, oh, that's easy to do. Well, good. Your data is valuable, and we want to see you then take that skill level at sim to funded XFA level all the way to the live, and then prove it at the live. So it's a win-win for all of us, and we could open you up, give you free range of the pasture to roam,
Oh,
give
here
you
we
no
go.
caps on your payouts, bigger size, trade overnight,
Oh.
pro ball stuff.
Three lines in the chat. Real prop firms don't have consistency rules. Imagine a prop firm penalizing you for making too much money. Three
Get outta
lines.
here.
I saw a trader get fired on the spot for making $5,000 for trading poorly with bad rules. You made $5,000 on a trade. He was fired on the spot.
Yeah.
On the
Also,
spot.
95% of the accounts where, remember, the rules got to apply to everyone. It's, yeah, you would get fired because you're significantly over leveraged, right?
Correct.
You know, if
Correct.
And
How?
95, like 100% of the people, 100% of the people that passed the trading combine just did consistency targets. Blow that out of your windpipe somewhere else on that kind of stuff. Makes no sense. 50% is like just you can't have like a $bazillion day. You know, like is that like stop at
That's how you get it.
4,500? That's a killer. Who here's up $4,500 or more? Just put it in there. Don't lie. It's like small percentage of people can do that in a day. So that's the consistency target at the combine level in 150K is you don't want to do over 4,500 or else you got to do a little bit more to graduate from that level. So just like griping and complaining, I mean, take that attitude to a different
squeaky
camp.
wheels, man. Wonder if what DRW would.
Oh, DRW. I know they're like,
Colorado,
what?
man.
What did you
They
say,
would
Jimmy?
throw our
Get out of here. Yeah.
well, also, let's be
5,000
honest, what would really happen is that you would just set 1-to-1 bracket orders with 3 contracts.
Order
have
filled.
combines just on a coin flip. I don't think that's serving anyone well.
Yeah. And you can set your brackets for the day. You actually have the ability to stop yourself. They're like, "Why are you stopping me, dude? Why are you keep going? You're on you're in the combine. Why are you keeping going? If you want to keep trading, get a second account then, and try a different strategy, or keep that one in as one just in case you shit the bed when you come up to the XFA. Happens. It happens.
Nailed the Dolby.
But like, don't bitch about that. That's just me ranting about that. So I love you all, even the ones that give constructive feedback. It's good.
I think Dolby nails it in
That's
the
a
chat here.
conversation we like that.
Golden age of prop firms right now. Absolutely true.
It's a golden age of 100%, Dre. Because you go back to the hoop and the Hope days. It's hard. You'd have to know somebody, and then you go back to the Jack had to be smart, which he is, and to get to what the smart firms that would have never looked at Dre or I. Or hold on,
Wow,
probably Dre.
got astray there. I was actually smart once upon a time. Believe it or not, I was actually smart. I played a dummy. I played a Corchester here on TV, but I was smart. But yes, Jack, go ahead. I'm kidding. Go.
Yeah. If we had to do it, your firm, you had to prove it on a platform. They gave you a live one lot. They gave us a sim one lot and said prove it. Kind of like the you eat what you kill. And now it's just like you can get in here, trade 15 lots, and if we all had desk fee, guys, desk fees is what we paid at our prop firms. $1,200 a month was mine. Dre has a number, and so does Jack.
What was Jack?
12 grand a
for
month.
Jack.
2014.
Paid 1,500.
So guys, I mean, like you can start for $49, and you can be a six-figure trader sitting in the big board. Which I'm gonna be talking to an individual that's gonna want to get these six-figure guys at 7. We have a good handful of them.
Order filled.
$1,000 a month, Jack? What the hell were you paying for? Just
a lot of things.
yeah.
Oh, then it was like only like then you get like 40%, but it was a different type of trading. It was trading. It's not like you'd be like, oh, screw these desk fees. I'm gonna go do this at home.
No.
No, I know.
Exactly. That's fast technology. Fastest news.
They kind of controlled the gate, Andre.
Yeah.
What do you call it? The golden era?
You're talking about golden eras. If we know one thing about all golden ages, they stay the same forever and never change.
Oh, right.
I mean,
Everything
and prop firms were quiet. They were quiet back in 2010. It's like brokerage firms, discount brokerage firms, and things like that. Prop firms kind of like they were like a dying thing, and a dying thing. They were like got consolidated, and they were like DRW, the big ones. But they were going for quants. They weren't going for discretionary guys anymore, discretionary traders. And then TopStep created this model of all right, earn it here, and we'll fund you at our prop level. Earn it in this evaluation, experiential learning, and prove it to yourself, prove it to us, prove it to mom and dad, and then you'll get actually like called up or an offer to trade at our prop. And then the prop world took off. Water got muddy, but it's getting better.
The custom combine. I remember that, right, Hogue?
Oh, what a
I don't remember that one. I don't remember that.
Make your
Then he would
own
have a
combine.
stack of papers, and they would all be
You'd run it by risk.
Yeah, people that would send us in. Hey, if I make $8,000 and I risk $3,000, and I have a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio, and a 60% win rate, will you? And then we look at him, we're like, "Yep, set up his sim to do just that criteria only." And we're watching them, and that stack became bigger and bigger. We're like, this is not scalable.
Yeah, that's tough.
Combine. Choose your own
Bounce
adventure.
off VWAP again. In the
we call it.
Yeah, it did.
Yes.
And gold. Well, anchored VWAP and gold. Hoop. I'm not.
Just
I'm
range
flat
them.
now.
You're out.
No,
Yeah, I
you're
heard
short.
you. Yeah, thank you.
Because it's starting to kind of center around the IB high. At least price is reasonably
just ranging
centering
right
around the
now.
IB high, and that just sends me into a chop and puts me into tilt, and I start trading like a child.
I get it.
So I'm hands off for now.
Love Wetlands in the chat. Love Coach Jay's glasses. Those prescription, or are you doing it for style, Coach Jay?
For style and to save my eyes. I've been getting headaches staring at these screens so much. So
too,
just
Jay.
some blue
Yo, let me
lights.
see those.
Party. Yeah.
Are those blue glass? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll talk to you later about that. Yeah, I'll talk to you about that later.
For sure.
These are blue blocker cheaters.
Come on with some blades, some pit vipers. We need to make some pit vipers for blue light. All right, bottom hour is come and gone. We talked about it earlier today about Nvidia and what happened. I think Jack wanted to touch on this. We have a little bit of news. Markets are pretty quiet right now. Thanks for hanging out. There's 5,000 people watching them still. We're going to be here bell to bell, all right? The party really gets ramped up here around 11 a.m. Central Time. And we got Powell. Don't forget we got Powell during the lunchtime. Also, David Green Wednesdays. Stay tuned for that. David Green just went live. We got a lot coming in. This might be a backloaded day. Afternoon here in the States might be rocking and rolling. With that being said, Jack, what do we got for the news here? You want to talk about that NVIDIA headline?
Well, I have a few things to talk about. First, just a reminder, we're making another run at VWAP here in the ES. Also, big story, 12:30 today in Chicago.
Oh, there he is.
Powell speaks.
Oh wow, sneaking in.
Powell is in the Windy City. Look out, hide your girls. What is it? Hide your wife, I forget what that is. I'm old. Anyway, he will be talking at 12:30. There's sure to be some movement around that. Just wanted to check out a few of the econ numbers from today. Retail sales came in line after a horrific one last month, but as you might expect, you got to look deeper into this number to see what's going on. Front running of tariffs. The biggest change in month over month retail sales, motor vehicles and parts, building materials. Things that you might, you're buying a car, do it a little early. The best trade I made last year, Andre, was buying that Sienna in October.
Nailed it.
Yep, nailed it. Called the bottom. Next, want to point out that right now might change this morning after Nvidia moved, but the top 10 S&P 500 stocks now account for 37.7% of the entire index market cap.
Incredible. Look at that. This is all the heavy lifting.
This is a high going back to the mid 60s, which as far as that chart goes.
Look at that.
You can see the difference in various bubbles, but those are some big companies and people are piling in as safe havens. So
I believe it.
We'll see. And lastly, I don't know if this is bullish or bearish, but Ronaldo was in a Binance ad. So the athlete crypto ads are back.
They're doing this
Been
again.
a while.
Man, they got in trouble for this with the cryptos. Wow.
Wasn't that the top the last time?
Yeah.
pretty much.
Brady,
There's that
Matt
Super Bowl
Damon.
where it was
Yeah.
nothing
They
but
bought-
crypto
Did they
ads.
get in
the Staples
trouble
Center.
though?
Name
Did
it
they
all.
get in
they're just
trouble? Like
the
they're just
the people that got the rug
just
pulled,
didn't
they're just
look
going
good.
they're going after anybody. They're just
Social
going after
media
anybody.
trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, social media trouble. A couple people like, hey, but I guess FTX, a bunch of people got their money back. What I heard. Read.
Yeah. Well, Ronaldo can do whatever
Binance
he
hasn't
wants.
done anything, right?
Not yet.
Bug Traveler goes, Binance is still a little shaky in my opinion.
Well,
What
wasn't Binance the one that got hit with all the money laundering stuff?
Sounds about
I don't
right.
know. FTX
Right.
was the one that had their own little prop firm on the side that they were funneling money to and putting size on. The guy couldn't trade his way out of a paper bag.
Sam. Your boy Sam.
Yeah.
That Binance founder was
Yeah.
convicted, and
Didn't
Are we gonna
yeah.
go fill this gap now,
Ronaldo.
or is this just a megaphone here?
Is there a getting short opportunity around here? Yes.
Let's see what do you got. Tilt 69% long, Michael, in the Nasdaq. Are you sure you're an ES trader? I
I'm an
remember
ES
when,
trader now. I graduated. I'm mature now, Andre. Not a child.
I remember when
I do the kiddie games.
January, Jay went dry Nasdaq. No Nasdaq in January. He's back. He's back, as you can see. Couldn't quit the Nasdaq. We're talking about
Micros.
All right. Well, hey.
I actually have it
There you
locked
go.
out on this account. I can't trade Nasdaq on this account. Just micros.
holding
Tool.
above.
He's back. Short opportunity. MP at 53.77. Last trade there. We have, again, nothing on the wire just yet. Eddie's getting relaxed right now a little bit. Else's World's gonna be rocking here later this afternoon.
Mike,
Hey,
are you
oh,
looking for something in the Nasdaq or the S&P?
Kinda like GS, yeah.
Oh, S&P, Johnny.
yeah,
That's
seriously,
right.
Eddie.
I don't look at the
Eddie's-
Nasdaq anymore. I look at it. I don't.
Yeah.
It
I'm with
pulled
you.
me in too much. 2024, 2025, and beyond is about spook trader, big boys and girls. I used to really look up to that bit. There was some just stud folks over there that were just big traders. Then Johnny comes over and says, "Hey, here's what you're doing over there at TopStep. I kind of want to join." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, you're like one of the biggest brokers over there." And he stood at the top step. I'm like, "This is great for brand and it's great for content."
Mhm.
As
Yeah, I
AV
could do
says, AV
Yeah.
Phoenix, nearly 5,000.
For
5,000
real.
people watching the show here today, and a
Oh, I haven't even
little
done it.
low on the love.
What?
Hit that like
I'm doing it. I got to like.
subscribe.
I
Jack,
just like that.
come on.
I didn't
forget
either.
all
Jay,
Yeah.
Hoop, tell me you've clicked like. You guys don't even like your own work.
I clicked like early today. Yeah.
Well, so
I clicked
every
it at
every time you guys
1:30
turn us
this
on, say
morning.
something nice. Yeah, say something nice, and that's just clicking the like button. It's like saying something nice for the day.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Oh, I've got great news. We are going to be pumping in. Yes, Gabe, great news. Gabe, if you got, I don't think you have a mic because of VMix. We will be pumping in the Jerome Powell. Very, very happy. We'll
Oh,
have
boy.
that in 12:15. 12:15 p.m. Central Time, 1:15 p.m. for all you East Coast
Ish.
New Yorkers out there. We will be pumping in the Powell. It's scheduled to go for about an hour and 15 minutes, but we will have that Powell feed coming into you live here at Top Step TV. That's how we do things around here. Stay tuned with us throughout. We got you. Jerome
I
Powell.
wonder
Nothing
if
can beat last time.
Dick's picks.
Oh
Man.
God, no.
I wonder if
Dick's
Powell's
picks.
gonna give us a 2 a.m. voicemail, being out on the town in Chicago.
On Rush
Oh.
Street. He's getting a little
Maybe.
sloppy
Yeah,
on
he
Rush.
calls us. He calls us every now and then.
Hell yeah, Gabe. Yeah, he does. Drunk dials us. Apparently,
Drunk dials us. Jay Gray style.
He's Grace now. He's all sloppy at was it Mothers? What's over there? Mothers and
Uh,
Lodge.
Lodge.
Then he
Yeah,
go,
hang-
then he go grab some Mr. Euros.
There you go.
Going to the hang
Hang-ups.
up.
Yeah, the hang-ups. Oh man, what a
The
sloppy
hang up.
place.
Wow, the hang
I've
up.
I've,
Wow.
I've only been there twice in my life, Andre, when I was
After
24, and
midnight.
they were on consecutive days. I went
Oh
there
my
once,
gosh.
and then came back the next day to get my credit card.
Oh,
Stuck around for a little while. That's the only two times.
We need to
I
catch
got
him at the
thrown
Big
out of the
Monkey.
lodge on my
That's where we
21st
need to
birthday.
catch him.
Oh, Pink Monkey. Yeah.
That
Lunch
was
bet.
that was another spot, Eddie. Yeah, monkey.
Special. Yep.
Great lunch.
Great. Yeah, buffet was nice. A little bit of side. MP was looking for perhaps a little short there. Might have played out in the ES. Everyone flat right now. Jay, you are flat. Hoop flat. House
Yep,
flat.
I'm flat.
MP's flat. Yucking it up here on
Yeah,
Top
I
Step
was
TV.
looking at it right when it just pushed
You suck.
to the high side of that VWAP.
Hell yes.
Hey
Scrooge
Jay,
is
you're a
almost high.
basketball guy. You
Said the
remember
6
Mark
long here in
Eaton?
the tilt.
Mark Eaton. I don't know if I've ever seen Mark Eaton play live, but yeah, I know he is.
Google him.
Big dude. He's like
Google him.
7'3",
He
right?
looks like Paul
Yeah.
Bunyan. Yeah, he
Yeah,
walked out
yep.
of that. He walked out of the lodge one night, Hogue, when we were down there. He's 7'4". So, yeah, it's a big man. Looks like.
Well, it's
Paul
one of
Bunyan.
my prouder moments. I got thrown out of the lodge on my 21st birthday while it was still light outside.
There you go.
MP's nodding in approval. MP's nodding in approval on that one. Oh, so good.
Man, Cal.
Hey, Hoop, can we
Okay.
get an updated P&L, please, so we can update the board?
I'm still short 2 micros.
Oh shit, my bad, Robert.
Unrealized $29, but I'm up $2,800 in my comp.
My
150K
bad, Robert.
combo.
Thank you.
Nice.
And cattle is.
Hey, happy birthday to Robert Cooney, belated.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, we talked about cattle, ribeyes.
Rise indeed, 53.71 markets. This is just a calm before the storm. You can feel it. You can
Bombs
feel
coming.
it. Something. Oh yeah. There you go. What I was thinking in the back of my head is once Powell starts speaking, will the president try to like jump in, start hitting the airwaves at the same time? Last time he said Jerome Powell was too late or something like that. He's taking shots at the Fed chair right before he got on.
Church.
Man.
Justin Church. MP, explain the example of how a consistency rule will work on a 50K account. I don't know. I was doing 150K in my other example. But it's the same thing. It works when in step one, or not step one, the trading combine. So the trading combine, you have a 50%
There you go, Hoop.
consistency target.
Just gave
So
up
we're
a
looking at
50 lap.
adding that.
Yeah, I see that. Broke the range a little bit.
So we're looking at adding just the exact same thing, 50% at the XFA level only. And of course, no at the live level, because that's when we are all